Hi folks, Dana Bob here. We're back in Vembre Park today to finish off the Hell Creek portion of this park. We're going to take a run out to the part that I've been working on, and this time it's off to the right from the Cretaceous opening to the park's area, and down the walk here along the river. To the left, of course, is the Tyrannosaurus exhibit, the first part of this park section. And right up here where those rocks are is, of course, the little hidden viewpoint into the Tyrannosaurus exhibit. So we're going to press on, and I've got actually two animals to put in this time. One of them is the second species of Triceratops, which would be Prehistoric. We already did put in Triceratops horridus in the last Vembre Park episode. So this viewpoint is into the Triceratops enclosure, the new Triceratops enclosure, that is. And we got one sitting down out there. Not going to be doing much for us, though. Yep. Oh, he's going to sit through this part of the exhibit. Excuse me, this part of the video, certainly in that part of the exhibit. So let's move along and head down toward the main portion of this piece of the Hell Creek exhibit. You can see rocks along the left, blocking visitor viewpoint as well as keeping the animals in. The paths diverge here. Down to the right, there's a bridge across the river. You may have noticed it while we were moving up along. And that's not for today. We'll go up here. We've got a sign showing the famous square off between Tyrannosaurus and Triceratops, which ought to tell you what the second animal is. Obviously, oh, hello, there's the second animal. In a statue, anyway. The signage, it's not got a lot of words in it. It's pretty tedious to type out pretty much anything in the game right now. Hoping we will get someday some easier to work with things to get signage up. So mostly this is all visual today. You can see buildings ahead, and there is there is a Triceratops out there. There is a fence here separated from the path just to give an impression for the guests as they come up past this portion of the habitat. There is a little turnoff just ahead. As we get closer to the buildings, we'll take that. Animal care on the right for Tyrannosaurus, viewpoint dead ahead into the Tyrannosaurus exhibit. The signage should be a hint to that. And to the left of that, the elevated towers, which will be going up later. So Triceratops process is out there in the exhibit. And see if we can catch one. It's out there somewhere. There, I see movement. Here we go. He's just going to take a slow stroll. The animals are not being terribly active today. Just kind of hanging there or wandering slowly around or just lying down. But that's the way it is sometimes. Certainly that way in real zoos sometimes. So let's continue on along this path, and we'll head into the built-up area out here. Ahead of us is to be developed in the future, I hope. At the very least, I'll probably have to get some guest amenities up here. That's the care building ahead. The little yard there still needs its gate. So not quite finished yet. Let's go into the viewing area. Open at top so you can hear the Tyrannosaurus. And see if we can find one of them out there. I've got rocks just to the other side of this viewing area to make it uncomfortable for the Tyrannosaurus to walk, to discourage them from getting too close. Over here there's a little gated area. We'll push our way through there, where special guests could come and get keeper talks and still be able to see into the Tyrannosaur habitat. There's a feeding tray out there to encourage the animals to come. I think you see, yep, there's a tail way out there. Tyrannosaur just seems to be standing out there. Oh well. Let's get back to our look around. Go past the benches and through the gate, cross the viewing area, and it would be an elevator through those double doors for our challenge guests, and we go up the stairs to these viewing towers, and on the left is the Triceratops, and on the right is the Tyrannosaurus. Oh, Tyrannosaurus is moving now, coming in for a snack, I bet. So you can see we've got hills in the distance that I added short of the skybox hills, and just give you an idea of what's visible from up in this tower. That's a sunshade above us rather than a roof. You can see it over there on the other tower. Speaking of the other tower, let's cruise over there. Whoops. And this is the Triceratops exhibit. They've got a nice pond there, and over to the right there is the drop off to keep them from joining the Tyrannosaurus, and vice versa. And a nice view out over the park, even though it's mostly trees. We're not really high enough to be above the canopy here. So that's pretty much the view from up here, and a lot of what we've got to see. The aerial view shows the layout of the exhibits. We came around that path that's lighter colored, and you can see the glass roof of the care building enclosure for the Tyrannosaurus. I managed to forget to put in a care building for the Triceratops. That's something I will have to go back and do. So we'll drop down on our Tyrannosaur here and having a snack, and that's the Tyrannosaur view of this complex, including the place where they can go to have a nap or have attention paid to them. It's pretty bare bones in terms of tricking it out. You just don't have a lot of that stuff. Kind of get tired of playing with the same stuff all the time sometimes, because I'm trying to get this park fleshed out and finish the run. We'll be moving to another portion of the park in the next Vembre Park video, I think, unless I go ahead and do sort of a simulated video ride. So there's the whole thing. Way in the distance on the left, you can see the Jurassic portion of North America. And we'll have a little bit of videos now of some of our animals. Our new Triceratops, for one. And then our new Tyrannosaur. Like I said earlier, oh yeah, good. Give us something other than just amble about. Tyrannosaur hanging out in the bushes there. Yeah. Lazy tyrant. That's the way it works sometimes, I'm afraid. But the dung beetles are energetic and doing their job, pushing that dung around. Yes, tyrant's just going to supervise the whole thing. The Tyrannosaurs were just standing around a lot when I was videoing this, but we got a couple of the idle animations that are going to play for us here, and give you a chance to get a kind of close look at those, even though they're not being terribly active. You know, a little chin scratch, little neck stretch. There was also a little tail lift there. And the other Hell Creek animal genera, of course, was the Edmontosaurus. Just a reminder that they all share the same portion of the park in the Cretaceous. At some point, I'm hoping we will be getting the promised Ankylosaurus, and so that'll be added to this area of the park, and who knows what else we might be getting from North America in the Cretaceous. You know, if the park is still running, we'll add some more stuff. But it's getting pretty big. Anyway, that's pretty much what I have for you today. So I hope you enjoyed stopping by. Drop a like, make a comment, or just have a seat down and maybe take a rest like this Triceratops, or get on with your life. And if you do, be kind to each other out there. And this is Dino Bob signing off for today. Y'all be good.